Over the last 6 months of our life or so, I've come to realize that there are a lot of weeds and fruitless bushes in my heart, and my relationships have suffered from that. Over the last month or so, I've come to the place of being able to confess to my son and daughter childhood injuries I created in them during their childhood wounds. It's like I've come clean for almost a lifetime of attitudes and thoughts that I've had and approaches to life that needed to be completely cleaned up and cleared. This tarp represents that kind of cleaning on the hill. As I began the work of weeding and preparing the hillside, I realized that there was a parallel between the condition of this hillside and our relationships. The weeds in our hearts make close relationships hard at best and painful, very painful at worst. The first thing I realized I had to do was clear a path to the relationship road below. Then I realized that the cleared weeds have to be gathered and burned or carried away. There have been many times in my life that I've been on the wrong path to relationships, and they were short-lived and led nowhere. Sometimes there are vast chasms in relationships that have to be crossed, and to begin to restart that relationship. And it's very helpful to have a third party to create a bridge between the two. Often it seems like the growing in relationship is it's a steep, slippery slope, and it seems fruitless like that tree. If you're stuck in the middle of a weed patch, or sometimes we believe lies, every way you turn is painful. Every way you move hurts. And it seems like there are wounds all around and no way out. If you're really down and out and feeling low, it looks like a log jam. Sometimes you can get perspective on the problem and see a trend in a certain direction and begin to understand possibly the roots of the problem. There's always beauty in the weeds, that you can find beauty, but things begin to fall apart, and in the end you're going to come up against the thorns. Ground cover often helps, but maintaining the facade just covers up the seeds that will sprout when the cover wears thin. There are times when the weeds are so thick that you don't even go there, and the growth's so dead that it's meaningless to dwell there. Remember, the goal is to be in meaningful relationships, walking on the same road in the same direction and growing in the light of the day. Always remember to put out the trash every day. When the relationship path is cleared, it is easy to get back home. Then it becomes clear that home is where the heart is.